Hey, so the last video that I did on how to make this bundle, I forgot to show you the most important part, how to deploy it. So how to actually take it apart, because there's a little bit of a bit of a trick to that. And it's the whole reason for doing this kind of bundling is that it's not a big mess to unwind and work with afterwards. So I forgot to put that on the end of the last video to just show you how to properly take this apart. It won't take long though. Okay, so with this wrap that we made, this bundle, it doesn't matter which way you chose to finish it. The way that we deploy it with the last method that I showed you, where we folded it back and forth and then halved the bundle, I'm going to show you how to deploy it. Okay, so take that loop or that working end, and we're going to just back it out of this system. You can do it literally in reverse of the way you made it by pulling that bite that you made and taking it back around and then pulling it through, or you can feed it the working end around and out. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You can see our working ends hanging out there. Okay, so this is important. When you deploy this this rope that we just bundled here with this technique, I'm just gonna do it again just to underline the point here. So when we take it apart and go to use this rope, this is how I want you to do it. I want you to remember when we were making this bundle, I told you to keep a digit in that loop to maintain that. We're going to do that when we deploy it as well. We want to keep a digit in this while we unwind it. So then we're going to take this knot out, take that finishing frap that we did that cinched up the end, and now it's loose. We're going to hang on and maintain that bite there, that loop, maintain that space there, and we're going to unfrap it. So unwrap that. And now this is the key part with this method. See how the working ends just fell right out there after I unwrapped it? Those two working ends that we intentionally at the beginning of that made longer than the rest of these. That's why we did that, so that when we unfrap it and go to deploy it, those working ends just fall right out, and you don't have to go digging into the bundle to find that end and where's the other end, and and they're on either side of each other. They fall right out. There they are. They're side by side there. So there's the two working ends there. And that's the end that we want. We want to start with the working ends of the rope. So the next part, because those two ends just fall out and they're easy to find, oh, there's my working ends there. Now we're going to open. Remember when we made this bundle, we did the back and forth and then we halved the bundle, and that's the end that we worked from. So we're sort of going in reverse. Now we want to open it up. We want to hold on to the working ends, the two ends, the ones that just fell open when we opened this. So hang on to those, and that bundle that we made by going back and forth, just drop it on the ground. And now you have this halved rope, which does not kink or bundle up or rat's nest at all. There's something about halved rope, when it's halved like this, it just doesn't squirrel up the way single line does. It's amazing. It's one of the reasons why I love bundling rope this way by having it. It just doesn't do that as much. If you do get any, like a little bit of mess in your coil this method, all you have to do is just jiggle it a little bit and it'll come right out. It'll be no problem at all. So that's the last bit of information that you need for that technique. And maybe just once without explaining anything or stopping to explain. I just wanted to show you how quick it can be when I'm not doing a tutorial on it, just so you can, because it took me like 30 minutes to explain, mostly because I'm rather long-winded. But to actually just do it, once you get good at it, it's pretty quick. So I'm going to show you how long it takes me to just do that, what I just showed you in that video. So I find the two ends, get to the halfway point, work the twist out, hang it down longer, 1, 2, do my folds until I got about a meter or so left, and then I'm going to fold the working ends back in, and I'm going to have that bundle, keeping a digit in the end, start my frapping, do some wraps here, not too tight, and when I got about that much left, scooch it up. Scooching is not a technical term, and get that bite through there. And up and over. And cinch it down. I'm super finicky and anal about the way my knots and my rope work are like kind of tidied up at the end. So I just did that quickly, but like I'm ridiculous when I do it on my own. I make sure every turn is perfect, and it's just, anyway. But I just wanted to show you how quickly you can do that when you're not stopping to, you know, expostulate on the different, you know, techniques and everything. It's super quick, and I've done it with 100-foot ropes. I wrapped, I think that's about, I don't know, 75 feet of rope. I did that one last night. It took no time at all. It's pretty easy. And the same thing, like I told you before, if I go to use this rope, just pull that off, get a digit through to maintain that halfway point of the bundle that we're gonna unfold, unwrap it, or unfrap it. Oh, look what just fell out. Those two working ends right there. I'm gonna hang on to that. Hang on to those two working ends there. Unfold that bundle. Drop it. And I can pull that rope out, and there's no rat's nests, no mess. And here, I'll tell you what, I'll do this one too, which is a much longer rope, just to show you how quickly and efficiently you can do this once you get good at it. I've been practicing this all week, so I'm getting pretty decent at it. One thing I'd recommend too, the more rope that you have, make the bundle a little bit bigger. Don't try to do 100 feet of rope in a bundle this big. You'll end up with one this big around, and it'll get harder and harder to work with. So if you know you have a long rope that you're stowing, make that fold a little bit longer. Keeping in mind that we're going to fold this in half, and it's going to be that big at the end, not this long. And the whole secret to this thing, like I said, is that it's doubled. Every action that you're doing, every fold that I'm doing to bundle this and then wrap it is twice as fast as the other technique, because I'm doing it halved. I halved the rope to begin with, so I'm doing it twice as fast. So now I take this bundle, fold it in half, get a digit in there to keep that straight. It's a little trickier when you have a longer rope. There's just more in your hands, but it's the exact same method, no matter how big the bundle is. Do my frapping on here. I can already tell I'm going to need to scooch this up. Working ends there. I'm going to make sure they're kind of tucked into the frapping there a little bit. Okay. And lets that bite through. There's my bundle there. So, and I'll do it one more time in reverse. So if I pull this out, so to deploy it, get a finger through there. Get a digit in that halfway point and maintain that gap. Don't let it go, or then it's gonna defeat the purpose of everything that we've done if you just uncoil it in a big mess. We want to hold that halfway point that we made for our bundle, unfrap it. The two working ends fall right out, visible where you can see them. Grab those working ends and hold those two. Fold that bundle out halfway, drop it. There you go. So there's my follow-up video.